We are on April 10th, 2010 at a Toronto Truth Seekers street action. You can see by our truth umbrella, truth table, trying to share some truth. So as truth seekers, many of us look into these issues and we discover that there are hidden meanings in a lot of the posters that we see in our society. So if you check out this here, it's a Virgin Radio Join the Movement ad with Lady Gaga. And a lot of this information you can credit to vigilanttcitizen.com. Great analysis there. And you can see if it makes sense by looking at the world after you look at Vigilant Citizen, especially the world of pop culture. First of all, they know people are worried, kids are worried. They've got Join the Movement. The elite often try and foment revolutions. They've been behind many of the major revolutions in history. The Masonic, Babylonian, New World Order, banking, European nobility, conspiracy, Anglo-American establishment, as it were. And so this is part of that. When you look at Lady Gaga herself, clearly a mind control victim by the way she flexes, you can see that the left eye has a lightning bolt. A lot of this is based on electroshock therapy and trauma therapy, monarch programming. Basically, they traumatize young kids and in all sorts of horrible ways, sexually and with electroshock therapy and other means, to split their personalities. And they can make those kids drug mules, assassins, artists, and so on, and get them to promote specific messages. So you can see with the lightning bolt here on her right eye, and then her left eye is clear, and she'll often do a left eye or a one eye Jay-Z style pyramid. And that is, of course, the Eye of Horus, the Illuminati eye on the $1 bill above the Great Seal, under Novus Ordo Seclorum, New Secular Order. So you can see that right here, she's showing that off. Finally, with respect to this sign, aside from the green, which of course, green is in, big green revolution, you can see the Virgin Radio upside down red star. This is actually the head of Baphomet. It's a number of different symbols. Baphomet is the horned god that's the basis for the modern interpretation of Satan, the Christian interpretation of Satan. It's a goat with horns, sitting kind of like this, with one hand up, one hand down, symbolizing it. And upside down, that's what this looks like. The red star is also communism, because they are bringing communism back in style. And finally, on the side, you can see Virgin Radio 99.9. If you flip that upside down, you've got a 666 above the horns of Baphomet on this upside down red star. So you can see the 666, the two horns of Baphomet, and the red star. And that gives you an idea of some of the ideas promoted in our culture. There's another poster like this featuring Rihanna. Again, if you go to vigilanttcitizen.com, you can see a deconstruction of their work, monarch programming, why they wear the Mickey Mouse ears in a lot of their videos to symbolize the fact that a lot of them were former Disney child stars and so on. So keep in mind out there, between this and the promotion of sex in general, as Bertrand Russell, a philosopher and someone who worked for the New World Order in the early 1900s, early 20th century, said they want to promote sex in the 20s, couldn't do it successfully till the 60s with the pill because there was too much fallout from unwanted children. But the reason they want to promote sex so heavily to young people is the more sexual partners they found that you have at a young age, the less likely you are to bond, and less likely you are to get together and start a family, which means everyone's an individual. Women are by themselves, children, men are by themselves, and nobody stands up for each other, so the state can talk to each of us individually. So tracking back from a simple poster on a TDC public transportation bus shelter here in Toronto to the larger globalist conspiracy is something that anybody can do, and certainly invite you to try. Peace out.